everybody. My son Blake and I are going to show you how to make a pinwheel like I used in my video about the gospel earlier. So you need a couple of things. You need some straws. You need some brads, which if you can't find them, those are those little doohickeys that open up on the back. And if you can't find those, you can use just like a push pin or a thumbtack. But just make sure that you maybe have something to stick on the back of it so you don't poke your fingers with it. And then you also need some square shaped paper. Now Blake here loves to do origami, which is why I asked him to help me with this project. So we had a lot of origami paper floating around, but you can use any square shaped paper that you want. So we have some that are kind of colorful, and then we also have some solid ones. And then this is what we're gonna make. And so I used a similar one to this in my video earlier. So first things first, grown-ups, you need to take some scissors with a pointy end and make a hole in your straw. So I already did a couple for it. So you're just gonna poke that through and make a nice, good size hole so that then when we're all done, we can stick the brad through nice and easily. Okay? Then, kids can help with this part. You wanna smush that straw, especially this top part. So just kind of pull it, smush it, make it nice and flat so that it doesn't get in the way of our spinning pinwheel. All right, now you are going to take your piece of paper and we are going to make some folds. So you can go ahead and start another one if you want. Okay, you gonna do one of those? Sure. First things first, we are going to fold the two corners together, oops, like that. Okay, so line up those corners and make a crease in your paper. And then you're gonna open it back up. Okay, you can see our creases. Then we're gonna go the other way, and we're gonna make a cross of creases.
Like the Holy Spirit.
So line up those corners and smush it flat. And then open it back up again. Now you're gonna take your scissors and you are gonna cut each corner along your crease about halfway. Don't go all the way to the center. You only wanna go about halfway. So you're just gonna make a few cuts. This does not have to be perfect. Try and get your cuts to be about the same length, but if they're not exact, it doesn't matter. So you have your little cuts here. Now we have 8 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to use every other corner to make our pinwheel. So the first thing you want to do is take your brad and you are going to poke a little hole in every other corner of your little square here. And this will just help make it easier to put it together. Yes, Blake?
Make sure that when you put your brad in, once it's in there, like spin in circles or something so that it gets a bigger hole and easier to.
Yes, thank you for reminding me of that. You want to push it in and then just kind of spin it around. And what happened with that one?
So I actually folded them into the middle, which we weren't supposed to do, and I also put the holes too close to the top. Yeah, so you would want them like down here.
Make sure your holes are not too close to the edge.
So like down here.
All right, so once you have holes in all your corners, then put a hole in the middle. And same thing, kind of spin it around and jiggle it around a little bit, make that hole nice and big, okay? So, why don't you go ahead and use this one now? We are now going to fold in the corners that have holes on them. And so you're gonna fold them all into the center, and I like to kind of just stick them right on there as I fold them in. So you're gonna do 1, you're gonna fold in this one, 2, 3, and this might, you might have to just kind of mess with it a little bit just to get it lined up. 4, and then push it through the hole in the middle. And go ahead and open up that brad for a minute just so you can kind of see what you got here. So if some of your folds aren't right, you might need to just, you know, snip just a little bit further to kind of open it up. You want to be nice and open here so that it'll catch the air. How's it going, Blake?
Oh, tricky.
Okay, you want to tuck, so here's, you want to tuck your ends. Okay, these are good. So this one you want to tuck your end under this way. Okay, and then,
What's that?
that's good. And then through the hole in the middle. Go ahead and open it for a minute. All right, and like Blake showed a little bit just a minute ago, make sure you don't push them down like this because then it won't be nice and poofy to catch the air. Okay, so you kind of have to be careful not to smush it. All right, now we have our pinwheels ready. Try and spin your brad around a little bit. Just make sure you have a nice big hole. Make sure it's gonna spin, okay? We want it to spin. Sometimes it takes just a little bit of messing with it to get it to actually go. All right, then we are gonna take our straw. You're gonna close your brad back up. You're gonna stick it through the hole in your straw.
Let's see.
And now here, this part's just a little bit tricky. You wanna put your fingers underneath the straw because you don't want it attached too tightly, otherwise it won't spin. You want it to kind of have a little bit of space there. So try and fold down as little of the ends of the brad as you can. It's kind of what I have found. And I feel like mine is, this one's still kind of tight. This one should work. Let's see. There you go. So that one works. That's one that we've kind of messed with a lot. So sometimes you just got to kind of work on it, and that's how you make your pinwheel. There you go. That one's working pretty good. Try smushing your straw. Sometimes you have to smush the straw back down again. That'll help because it gets caught on the straw.
I think it might be a bit too tight.
Okay. So there you go. That's how you make a pinwheel. And there are some printable instructions that you can print off. They're just slightly different, but kind of the same idea. So have fun, and we would love to see pictures of your pinwheels. So you can email your pictures to me at Jenny, Jenny, @stpatrickmyrna.org. Thanks, guys. Have fun.